What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a Love and Marriage Huntsville extra, honey. Say it ain't so, say it ain't so. Miss Stormi STEELE of Love and Marriage Huntsville has been hospitalized, honey, okay, with sepsis. Okay, like, ooh, child, that's pretty serious. Let's look at what sepsis is, honey. It says it is a serious condition resulting from the presence of harmful microorganisms in the blood or other tissues in the body's response to their presence, potentially leading to the malfunctioning of various organs, shock, and death. Ooh, child, honey, I wish Stormi, honey, a speedy recovery, honey. Okay, but anyways, honey, Stormi STEELE took to her social media to post some things about this, honey. So without further ado, you guys, let's get off into it. So Stormi STEELE, honey, says, I honestly miss the days where I could share one only on social media without everything being made into so much more. Since I posted, I was in the ER. I've seen comments that range from that's what she gets to she's lying to people thinking it's funny, etc. The worst is people trying to tie a legitimate infection to the stress of being on television. I honestly wanted to share this to encourage people to not wait, even if you think you'll be okay, because I almost did that today, and to spread awareness on sepsis, which comes from something common like strep throat. Stormi also put on her social media, if you're admitted to the ER with symptoms, I think she meant symptoms. I'm like, goddamn, who's writing this for you, Miss Wanda? Okay, you better recognize. Okay, with symptoms of fever, increased heart rate, increased white blood cell count, and etc., you meet the criteria of sepsis alert. When put on sepsis alert, they have 60 minutes to get a lot of things done because time is of the essence. Stormi also put on her social media, when I got to the ER, I could barely stand, vision was blurry and everything. She also mentions, I'm actually feeling much better now. It's crazy how fast intravenous medication and fluids work. I had 3 shots too, still have body aches. They said they'll be around for a while, but my fever broke and my heart rate decreased a bit, still elevated, but not where it was. So I'm happy, you guys. She's starting to, feel a bit better. Let's see, honey, what some people think about all of this, honey. So one person says, honey, Stormi looks and acts just as bad as her attitude is. Who goes to the hospital and worries about the outside world? The sad thing is she has a child and thinks the foolishness she does won't affect him. Go pray, Stormi. Not go pray. Okay. Another person says Stormi needs to stop looking for sympathy. Another person says I'm praying for a speedy, quick, and urgent healing. Another person says Stormi needs to put her phone away. Sepsis can go from bad to worse. She needs to be in ICU with IV antibiotics, monitors, and labs. Let the thing go. Stop trying to check in. What do y'all think about this? That she's putting all of this on social media. I guess some people, honey, thought she was lying. So she, wanted to prove things to the people. But my thing is, if I'm sick, I'm not about to be putting all that, on social media. I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. Okay? Honey, Miss Robinson gonna be too busy trying to get better. Okay? Another person says, I have prayed for Stormi. She needs to put her phone down and focus on getting better. Another person says, why is she even in the hospital reading, posting, and replying to anything online? Girl, it's not that serious. Focus on getting better and not getting fans. Ooh, child. Now that was a read. Another person says, yes, she shouldn't be on social media right now. Her main concern should be her health. Another person says, who goes into the hospital and reads comments about their health? Lady, turn your phone off and get better since you're sick. So stop it. Another person says, I don't think Stormi is all that sick. She had enough time to post these long ass posts all day. If I'm sick, the last thing I'm going to do is post on social media. I will be resting and following the doctor's orders. I wouldn't care about the negative thoughts and opinions of others. All right, honey. Now let's get some posts, honey. Let's hear from the people in the Facebook group. One person posts, do y'all think Marsau and Martell was wrong for talking to Tiffany before talking to Lou? So let's see what the people think about that. One person says, no, just like she should have went to Martell instead of asking Sheree those questions. She is not a victim. Another person says, yes, Tiffany was being messy and Martell had every right to be annoyed, but he should have spoken to Lou first. Y'all put your comments in the comment section. Should he had, spoken, to Tiffany? Should he have addressed her, or you think he should have went to Big Lou? I feel like Tiffany is a big girl, honey. Okay, Tiffany is a big girl. She can handle herself, honey, against hook-headed. Okay. So another person says, yes, I'm not a fan of Tiffany. Two men confronting a woman isn't cool. Now, meanwhile, you guys, I have not watched the episode yet, so I didn't know it was both of them. Why the hell you need company, honey, to address this woman? I feel like you could have did that by yourself, hook-headed, okay? The person goes on to say, I don't care how messy she is. Sheree is a big girl. If two men confronted Tisha, Marsau would feel a way too. They knew it wasn't cool as to why they ended the conversation saying they will talk to Lou. Yeah. Another person says, no, Tiffany took the message to her husband in a way to protect herself so her husband wouldn't be disappointed in her behavior. Therefore, she put it on the guys. Another person says, no, her husband wasn't there when she was spewing venom. She had it coming. She asked for it. Another person says, no, not at all. She was wrong for questioning Sheree about Martell. Her husband needs to tell her to sit down and stay out of other people's business. She went to him and didn't tell him the whole story, just what they said to her. Another person says the meeting was for her opinion on a business project and the conversation came up. Martell didn't disrespect her at all. I felt like he became irritated because she didn't take accountability at all. However, I do understand why people feel like her husband should have been there. At the same time, why didn't Tiffany call Martell in on her conversation with Sheree? Tiffany is being really messy and needs to be held accountable. She inserted herself in their business, honey. Tiffany asked all the questions, honey, that the fans, had. Okay, she was speaking for the people. She was the voice of the people. Okay, and who the hell is hook-headed in Sheree? They need to be questioned about their Planet Fitness situationship, honey. Okay? They need to be questioned. Another person says, absolutely not. If Tiffany weren't pregnant and this happened in real life, she would have gotten popped for overstepping her boundaries and inserting herself in something that isn't her business. I don't think the lady deserved to be popped. Okay, what y'all think about that? Okay, I don't think anybody deserved to be popped. Okay, what's up with the violence? Okay. So another person makes a post and says, am I the only one who understands why Mel distanced herself from everyone while she was going through her divorce? So one person comments to that and says, I don't think she distanced herself that far from everyone. She just got someone else to stir the pot while she sat back and let it boil over. Oh, Melody didn't do that. Another person says the one she distanced herself from was probably being too needy while she had a lot of drama to handle on her own. All the drama has been going on and Stormi has been carrying a lot of news, creating extra drama. I'd rather have Destiny on the show or Miss Wanda than sneaky Stormi. Not sneaky Stormi. Another person says, I think Mel fell back from everyone because she felt betrayed. They all knew about the affair, including the men, and Tisha knew, and nobody said anything to Mel, but they were all friends. They also accused Mel of spreading the Marsau cheating rumors when Martell clearly started it. I just think she was really disappointed, and that's when all the drama started. That sounds about right. Okay. That's how that went. Okay. So another person says Mel wasn't distancing herself when she was spewing all these rumors about the Scotts and finding people to pay and getting up with Tisha's cousin to talk about Letitia and Marsau's marriage when she distanced herself, LOL. Where was she hurt at? Because if I'm going through a divorce, I'm sure as hell not going to be worrying about what another person is doing in their marriage. But wasn't Mel upset that Destiny didn't tell her about her divorce? LOL, but Destiny was needy. Huh? That sounds crazy. I distance myself, but you don't distance yourself from me. Make sure you tell me all of your business. So that's what that person is saying, about Mel and Destiny. How do y'all feel about that? Yeah, Destiny said, honey, the sun shined a little bit differently, honey, when she, signed off on her divorce. And actually, La Barbecue Chicken, honey, is the one that left her. And I think she didn't really mention it because she was embarrassed that he was the one to leave her. Okay, ain't that a whole bunch of bullshiggity? And he wanted her to take his damn last name. This is what I'm saying with some of these men. They really want you to sacrifice yourself, sacrifice your last name. They want to be able to come all in you, okay, and put a baby up in you, and then turn around and leave your ass a few weeks after you done gave birth. Okay, what type of bullshiggity is that, honey? Okay, so yeah. But there are the alleged rumors that Destiny was cheating on, the barbecue sauce, honey. So I don't know, honey. I feel like they both, played a part in the demise of their marriage. So another person makes a post and calls Big Lou weak. It says, Lewis is weak. Get your wife in line. And the other men won't have to. She talks too much and then gets flabbergasted when she gets checked. Take Tiffany and Big Lou off the show, honey. What y'all think about that? So one person comments to that and says, take them off, please. It's very disappointing to see a woman of color behave in the way that Tiffany does. Lewis, please come get your crazy wife and go. Another person is laughing at the get your wife in line and the other men won't have to. That was kind of funny, honey. Another person says, I'm not agreeing with the statement of Lewis being weak. All of these husbands on this show have the right to defend their wives. I do agree a conversation needs to be had between him and his wife about her constantly meddling in other people's business, honey. Okay? So another person makes a post and says, I'ma just go ahead and say this. Sometimes I think that Maurice is trying to run Kimmi off because he makes a lot of highly passive-aggressive plays. Another person comments to this and says, I think she has shown him she is all for the play and ain't going nowhere. Oh, child. Y'all think Maurice got Kimmi in check? I think he just put way too much on her plate. And I do feel like she's very passive in her marriage. Okay. Like, I don't know. Like, she just be catering to him a bit too much. It seemed like he only catered to her, you know, once she got sick. And it really shouldn't be like that. Okay? Like, child, I told y'all the marriages on here is like, you know, it's like you still in slavery, honey. Okay? That's just what it be giving, honey. And it's too much, honey, for Miss Robinson. Okay? Another person says Kimmi needs to learn to stand up and be a strong woman for herself. These women on this show put up with a lot of bullcrap from these men. I'd rather be alone than be disrespected. Another person says that part right there, but with her going through the cancer treatments, he should really be vigilant with making his son listen and do what Kimmi tells him to do. I agree with that. And I'm like, what's going on with Monster, even to where he's being disrespectful towards Kimmi and, you know, he's not listening to her. Like, what is wrong with you? Didn't you see your damn stepmother going through hell? Okay, like, damn, be helpful around the house or you can take your ass right back to your mammy house. Okay, y'all know how Miss Robinson feel about these things. Okay? You don't need an extra person up in your house making life harder for you. And I told y'all, I don't like how Maurice puts all this on Kimmi. That's your son, nigga, that you was jumping up and down in the bed with Kaya to make. That Kimmi wasn't there. So Kimmi ain't got nothing to do with how you know, handle your son. That's your son. Okay? Another person says, I do not like how Maurice treats Kimmi when it comes to his son and his ex-wife. He needs to stand up and be a real man. I know that's right. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about all of this, honey. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.